Welcome in, everyone. So, with the most recent patch notes, the devs decided to change the auto heal syringe to a anti-exhaustion syringe, and it sort of showed this new thing that you can do where you can sort of do a triple sprint burst if you have sprint burst and then blood rush, and then you'll use the anti-exhaustion syringe for a sort of triple sprint burst. Honestly, that can be extremely strong, but I don't really see people pulling it off in matches that much. Not that people are going to use the new syringe that much anyway, but just in case, I decided, you know what? Why not make a build to sort of counter exhaustion perks? Now, of course, with killers such as Blight, this isn't going to matter that much because of how strong they are and how quickly they can catch back up to you anyway. A sprint burst isn't really going to help you against a Blight because he can run faster than a sprint burst anyway. However, with more M1 killers such as Ghostface, maybe Legion, Doctor, Demogorgon, killers that, don't have these insane chase powers such as Nurse of Blight, they just simply can't keep up a lot of the time, and these exhaustion perks can be extremely detrimental to them. So I decided to go ahead and do sort of a control group test with a normal Ghostface game, and then I decided to do a anti-exhaustion, or not anti, more an exhaustion build with Ghostface, and see how well it helps us. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the first game, and see how it goes. How many exhaustion perks do you think they have? I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit nervous, because there are 4 secret offerings in this game. Alright, there's an exposure on the Laura. And that'll be a balanced landing first thing. They're already suffering from exhaustion perks. But she's gonna run into a rock. Never, that, okay. And we got a nice pain res deadman switch. I don't know why they just DC'd. Why do you just DC? It's the start of the game. I'll go ahead and get an injury. I'm not friendly. Alright, I did see someone just over here after we hooked the Meg. Not sure where they went though. It's the Laura. Should I just go ahead and down her? Alright, that'll be a Tinkerer that just popped. Looks like Shack Jin. This Jin over here just popped a moment ago, and I'm not sure where they went. They just kind of disappeared. Not even getting any procs of, like, someone trying to reveal me. Okay, wait, there's 2 here. Hold on. Okay, that's a Nancy, and this is the Laura again. I'm not concerned about tunneling because it's a bot, so it's not that big of a deal. Hold on a moment. It's the Laura. Alright, well, the Laura's already out because she decided to DC and leave her teammates. But I did see someone tried to start revealing me over here. I think it was the Meg. Ooh, we got another Tinkerer to pop, though. See if we can sneak on over and maybe get an exposed hit. An exposed hit on Kate. Getting a lot of, like, sneaky downs. We're actually not even having to chase that much. Only exhaustion perk that we've even been affected by was the balanced landing at the very beginning of the game. Okay, this Jin's moving pretty quickly. Just about to pop Tinker, I believe. There she is. Meg, I'm not friendly. It's like... And I don't know, it's like they either DC or they do that and expect me to be friendly. Like, I get that your teammate DC'd at the beginning of the match, but that doesn't give me any obligation to be friendly. I want to play the game. I want to have fun. You know, I don't want to just be Mr. Friendly Killer. Nice. Got the exposed on Nancy. Oh, she just ran. Kind of forced her into a dead zone. No, she's got fun bus here. Oh, that'll be a Lithe as well. Another exhaustion perk. I think we'll still get the down though. Yeah, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. So we've seen so far a balanced landing and a Lithe exhaustion. That's a deli. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna find her. Oh, okay, there's the Nancy there. Up on top. She over here. Not sure if she saw us. And I've lost her already. Oh, would you look at that? They're seeing me pretty far away. I'm not sure if I just stick out that much or what it is. Here's the Nancy. She does have Shack though. Oh, she got a medium. Dang, she would have got away too. Get a hit on the Kate. I'd like to leave the Nancy since she's just gotten off hook. Now, the shit over here was... Yeah, here she is. Sprint burst from the Meg. It's not gonna get her... Yeah, it will get her somewhere. I didn't know that pallet was there. Yeah, and I think she'll make main building vault here too. Yeah, she will. Another rotation. Where else is she gonna go? She'll probably make that pallet. She would have probably if she kept running. She seemed to have panicked though. I may be able to get her here. An attempt at a body block by the Kate. Very poor one, I suppose. And I guess we're giving up. Oh, no way. She must have had a key. Alright, so it looks like we had a balanced landing, a sprint burst, and 2 Lithes in that game. And we saw one of the Lithes, sprint burst, and balanced landing. Alright, and now it is time for our anti-exhaustion build. So, for our add-ons, victims detailed route. When we mark a survivor, they become exhausted. Then we have the night vision monocular. If a survivor reveals us out of night shroud, they become exhausted. Then we also have 2 Ghostface classics. We have Mindbreaker and Surge. So if a survivor repairs a gen, they have blindness and exhaustion. If they perform a healing action, we have Septic Touch. They are exhausted. And if they try to use an item within 32 meters of us, you guessed it, they're exhausted. We got a nice injury here on the Yuichi though. And also for our first perk, we have a Ghostface Classic Surge, which is within 32 meters. If we down someone, all generators will explode and lose 8% progress. That does look like one of the generators is already done, which tells me that they had grouped up. Probably on a 3-man gen while we were chasing Yuichi. What? Okay. Fang? Fang? Hello? Alright, well, we have an AFK Fang in the game, I guess. Seems pretty quiet for the moment. I'm not seeing much Jin movement, really. Oh, who's this? There you are. Okay, now we know she's exhausted. She looks like she tried to use an item, maybe? Our overwhelming presence activated. But we do know she's exhausted from our night vision binocular. Oh, and the slow vault caught her out there. Okay, wait. I believe this Jin's moving pretty quickly over here. I'm not seeing anyone. Okay, wait. Here's the Fang here that was AFK just moments ago. Hold on. I gotta fight her over this. I want the exposed hit. Give me them toes. Oh. Hello, Yuichi. Didn't know there were 2 survivors here. Nice down there on him. And that will be a surge on that Jin as well. Alright, so Laura's been saved. I have not seen Tori yet that I'm aware of. I'm gonna go ahead and activate our Night Shroud and sneak on over here. See if Shack Jin is moving. Okay, it is. This may be where the Tori is. Yep, this is the Tori here. She's been marked. It'll be Shack Pallet. We really can't loop around Shack here. Yeah, she's pretty smart. She's gonna waste a lot of our time. Looks like, yeah, it looks like she did get a sprint burst, or maybe a life there. Should get rid of her exhaustion pretty quickly. She lost chase as well, which reset the vault. Oh, we got her with the slow vault though. Nice insta down and a surge on Shack Jin. That's really good. And we'll get a basement hook to boot. I hear Yuichi above us, I think. Nope. It's Allura. Fog vial out. Looks like she's got a smoke grenade in hand. Oh, just about. I didn't think we had the lunge range for that, but we got her anyway. Alright, looks like Tori's been saved from basement, which tells me they're probably working on Shack Jin again. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over that way. Yeah, that'll be Shack Jin right there. Ooh, 1 Jin remaining already. Jins are moving pretty quickly. I'm gonna try and force her over to this corner, kind of a dead zone area. Do we have a dead hard? Dead hard? I couldn't tell if that was a dead hard. She got behind me. Looks like this Jin right here is being repaired, actually. Free tag on the Fang. Now, I really need to check this Jin over in the corner, since we are at 1 Jin now. No, okay. It's all quiet over here. Good. Alright. Looks like the save has happened over here. Go ahead and stock up on this Jin. The Yuichi is 99'd. We've also got some good stock on the Tori as well. And the Laura. Only an exposure on the Yuichi. He is exhausted, though. He did have balanced landing. He couldn't use it. And that'll be him down and a surge on the Jin. I may actually leave him slugged. Hold on a moment. Just got an exposure on the Tori there. Looks like she'll be leaving Shack. Ooh, I didn't expect the ball back, to be honest. I expected a Lithe, but we know she can't because she is exhausted. Whoa. She's lost her scratch marks. There could be a boon nearby. Shadow step of some kind. Yeah, there's a boon there. Looks like the Yuichi also got picked up while we were in chase. Okay, that is Tori out though. Yuichi may be getting healed in Shack. Nope. They decided to go ahead and bang the gen out. Is there a dead hard on the Yuichi? Dead hard? Dead hard? No dead hard. Alright, so if the Fang was smart, she's probably already opening that gate. Yeah, she was. Okay. I may be able to pick out a third, but probably not. The lore is... yeah, no, the lore's left. She's not risking it. Yeah, and so is the Fang. Considering Surge was our only slowdown, I would say that a 2K is pretty good. And it didn't look like they were able to use many exhaustion perks. I think throughout the entire match, the only exhaustion perk that I actually got to see used was either Sprint Burst or Lithe from Tori. It looks like it was a Lithe from Tori. Well, I'd say in terms of exhaustion perks, I wouldn't be too worried about the new anti-exhaustion syringe. I mean, there's plenty of anti-exhaustion perks in the game that are going to keep survivors exhausted. And even if not, I feel like a lot of killers, you know, they kind of ignore exhausted now, or they have ways of sort of playing around it. It's not really a big deal. Now, of course, certain killers like Ghostface or, you know, Doctor and stuff like that, more M1 killers, will suffer a little bit more. But there are still plenty of perks that you could pick. And I mean, I did a full build around it. You don't have to do a full build. Even having one of these perks can be very helpful, such as Mindbreaker. Mindbreaker's a great perk for getting around the survivors who have a lot of exhaustion perks, just because it inflicts exhaustion every time they touch a gen, which is their main objective, even with the new anti-exhaustion syringe. And honestly, I don't even think I saw it once, and I didn't see anyone trying to do the triple sprint burst. I think that it's actually much better that it's an anti-exhaustion syringe now instead of a auto heal. I feel like the auto heals were much more problematic. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please hit the like button, maybe subscribe if you want to see more like this. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I'll see you guys next time.